He's on the move.
He's had 10 jobs in 7 months.
And he's on the make.
He always forgets his wallet.
But when he had a blind date,
That's a lay. I purchased 2 of them for 45 cents.
he was on a budget.
I wanted to show her the romantic side of me. So I took her to the car wash.
Now that he's met his kind of girl,
She's just like me. She's cheap.
and his girlfriend met his kind of guy,
He had to have a little flower for me.
Picked him out of her neighbor's yard.
will they have a change of heart?
Change of heart. Let's meet our couple. Now, 7 months ago, she saw him across a crowded room with whipped cream all over his face. Well, she approached him, and she wanted to wipe it off. They hit it off, and he's been putting whipped cream on her shortcake now ever since. Yes, let's give it up for Brady Bowen and Norrin Johns. Welcome. Now, Norrin, you're a lovely lady. What's up with this guy named Brady? What do you like about him?
Well, Brady's a really sweet guy. He's a really good person. He has a fun personality. He's real cute.
Okay. Now, Brady, what about you? How are things in the bedroom?
Well, Chris, the only kind of sex I get is from watching scrambled porn channels.
That's really hard up if they're scrambled.
That's not true.
I want it like maybe 5 to 7 times a week, and with her it's 1 to maybe no.
That's
times,
not true.
like,
No.
You know, like I'm her man.
Brady
She should
thinks
want to
like,
love
no.
me. She should want to love daddy.
No.
Norrin, what's the problem?
Brady thinks like I'm a machine or something, you know? I'm not a machine. I can't do it like 5 times in a row. I'm not the Energizer Bunny. He's never satisfied with once.
So you're a little incompatible there. Now, what about Norrin outside the bedroom? What's his idea of sweet talk?
He grabs my fat and calls me chunky.
Hey, wait, no.
Yeah, that'll get her in the bed all the time.
So mean.
go,
Those
Brady.
are words of
Always, like, grabbing my
encouragement. You know, Chris, if
thighs
someone
and
told you
grabbing my
like you had
stomach.
bad breath, you'd brush your teeth.
No.
I said, Brady, you have bad
Yeah.
breath. I'm gonna brush my teeth. Calling her chunky,
No, he's
maybe
mean
lose a little
about it,
weight.
though. He's mean.
Now, Norrin, what about when it comes time to spending some money on you? What's he like then?
Brady will drive 50 miles just to shop at Walmart. He is the cheapest guy in the world.
No, I'm Pennywise.
So cheap.
No, there's a
he's
difference.
cheap.
I'm Pennywise.
No, when we first started going out, he'd take us to McDonald's for our date for 39-cent cheeseburger sundae.
They're delicious.
Maybe even supersize for you.
No,
No, he
I
wouldn't
take her
even.
because they're delicious
He
and they're
always
good.
forgets his wallet.
Like whenever Chris,
He never has any money on him, you know,
whenever
he's
we go
so
out,
cheap.
Chris,
Now, wait,
whenever
let me
we
get
go out-
Brady's side of this. Are you saying she's
Oh
materialistic?
my God, to the extreme.
No,
you know what I mean?
whatever.
Like
I
no,
just want
like she
nice
wants me to
dinners
drop a
besides
C note. She
McDonald's.
wants me to drop like a C note whenever we go out, and she's never happy with like that whenever we go out.
No.
Like no, it's
We
like
never go out. You're so cheap.
Now, Brady, she seems like a pretty nice person. I mean, how would you describe her personality?
well, which personality is what I want to say.
Why, she would say she's a little schizoid?
She kind of has two. It's like one minute she's happy, another minute she's sad. Like this one time she was late for school, and to prove a point, she ran over to her bathroom door and slammed the door and punched like this huge
It
hole
was
in
an
the
accident. I didn't do
floor.
it on purpose.
Now, Brady, when you got somebody like that with a split personality, is it hard to compromise with Norrin?
Compromise. It's her way or no way.
Really?
No, our relationship is a compromise, okay? He's lucky to even be with me.
So, Brady, do you think that you're the guy that's always giving in? Is that what it is?
Basically,
No.
whenever like we're in an argument or whatever, like I have to always come down to her level because she can never.
Because I'm always right.
You can't always be
Well, of
right.
course.
So you can't always be right. You have to give and go. You know.
Now, Norrin, what about Brady when it comes to jobs and things like that? How's he in that arena?
He's had 10 jobs in 7 months.
Way to go.
I like a variety of work.
The Easter Bunny, he at the mall. He sold prosthetic arms and legs.
Okay.
Wow.
But he has them for like 2 days and then he quits them.
I know. I like a variety of work.
Yeah.
You get bored
She-
easily.
Yeah. She does not support my career. For
Yeah,
one thing.
what career? I can't be with someone who changes jobs every 2 days, you know?
I just like a variety.
Now, Brady, come on. You bust each other's chops a little bit, but tell us some of the things that are working for you.
Okay, tell you the truth, Chris. She's a great person. She's got a great heart, and I enjoy being with her.
Of course. Seems like a lot of fun. And Norrin, why come here today?
Well, we have like the 7-month itch. Brady's been with me for 7 months now. We've been together, and he's never been with anybody that long.
Right, so you got to scratch that itch, and we'll see what happens here. Up next, find out what Norrin did on the beach in the moonlight with her date. That's next. Stay tuned. it's time to meet the beefcake that we fired up for Norrin. Now, Norrin says Brady's a cheap name caller with a career goals of a fourth grader. So we found her an ambitious Southern gentleman who loves to fork out money and knows how to treat his honey. Please welcome David Roundtree. How are you? You know Norrin? There you go. Nice greeting. Have a seat. Now, Brady, you called Norrin Chunky. What's your nickname for David here?
Plastic Man.
Now, Norrin, what about when David shows up at the other side of the door? You pretty happy?
Yeah, I was. I was really happy. He was really cute. He had a really nice upper body that I noticed. He had like kind of was dressed like Ricky Martin, kind of like tight shirt, you know.
Oh, really? Ricky Martin-like,
yeah.
huh?
He had a little flower for me too. So.
Oh, very nice touch, David. The flower, nice thing to do.
Thank you, I appreciate it. I actually picked him out of our neighbor's yard.
Oh, well, that's even a nicer touch. Now, Norrin, you said you liked his body. You commented about that. How about Brady's?
Brady's body looks like women's legs with a head on it.
What are you talking about?
Women's legs.
I got cute chicken legs.
All right, David, what about you when you saw Norrin for the first time? What'd you think?
I mean, wow, I walked in, and first thing I do, you know, is I look at her, and there's something about her eyes that really, really drew me in. And right from the start, I felt really, really comfortable on the date. It was really sweet. She's got beautiful hair, beautiful eyes.
Good Lord.
So that was good. Now, David, what about Norrin and like first date nerves? Any problem there?
When we first walked in, she said she was a little uneasy because it being a blind date, she never met me. So I stood there and said, go ahead and just take a good look, and we'll go ahead and get the first date jitters out of the way.
Well, a good way to clear the air a little bit and get everybody at ease.
Thank you.
Now, Brady, you're rolling your eyes over there the whole time. What's the matter?
Oh, I just can't believe any of this cheese.
Well, I'm from North Carolina, and back home, we're taught how to treat a woman.
He's trying to be a gentleman.
No offense to you. I'm just trying to do what is the right thing.
Now, David, at what point did you realize that she's actually feeling a little more comfortable?
Okay, well, we went out to eat at a really nice, expensive restaurant, which, from what I understand, you don't do that too often. It was really romantic. I had steak, she had chicken, and we took turns cutting up our food and actually feeding each other.
Oh, my God. Was she a bird?
Norrin? So, Norrin, you're having dinner with David. Was his table etiquette adequate?
Yeah, he had really nice manners. Brady, on the other hand, eats like a pig at feeding time.
Oh, really?
His face. He picks up like salad and shrimp with his hands. He's so gross, so embarrassing to eat out with.
I enjoy eating.
He's just having a moment there. Now, David, let me get your opinion because we're talking about food. Brady calls Norrin chunky. What's your take on that?
Well, honestly, it may be that he's worried he may lose her to someone like myself.
Please.
So he's trying to play her down a little bit.
I think if he puts her down, he may try to make her feel inadequate, like she won't want to go out with anybody else.
Oh.
I mean, when I first went out with her, you know, I patted her on the stomach, and it was pretty solid. I was impressed.
You had no problems there.
No.
Now, Norrin, I understand that you actually found out something that David has something that Brady doesn't. Is that true? What is that?
David has a college degree.
Oh.
Brady does not.
I'm on the way for a college degree.
Brady is an Easter bunny at the mall.
Right.
Right.
Oh, slight difference.
Education's important. You know?
Now, Norrin, was David sweeping you off your feet at this point of the date?
Actually, he was. We went to play laser tag, and all the guys. He was telling all the guys that I was gonna have a change of heart for him, and he like picked me up, and he was like he was gonna carry me over the threshold. He literally swept me off my feet. Yeah.
So, David, this sounds like your guys are having a pretty fun time.
We were having a great time. It was full of energy the whole date. Conversation flowed. It was like we had known each other for years. It was just very, very nice.
So
very
things
sweet.
were going good. So, Norrin, I got to ask then maybe some romantic hot spots here at this point?
Actually, yeah. David took me down to the beach, and he had like some sparkling grape juice and
Sparkling grape juice? Where's the booze?
and strawberries, and he was like feeding me chocolate on the strawberries, and he was feeding me the strawberries, and it was very romantic. The meteor shower, we were watching the meteor shower. It was beautiful. Very
a little
romantic.
meteor shower. So, David, were you
meteor
laying there like wishing upon a star at that point?
Well, not so much upon a star, but back home in North Carolina on the beach, we have these little black shiny rocks, and they're very rare, so when you find them, you can wish upon them.
Oh, my God.
So that's all right, you know. We found a rock on the beach, and we both held the rock and we made a wish. And I took the rock home and actually painted on it each of the places we went as a reminder of the date. And I'd like to give this to you.
There you go. Brady doesn't understand any of this, but that's okay. Norrin, how was the date making you feel?
Well, David put a lot of effort into it, and he was really nice, and he really made me feel special. He opened my eyes, kind of.
So it was a whole different experience for you.
Yeah.
And David, how did you wrap up the evening?
Well, we had such a good time. I was kind of curious how it was going to wrap up. I walked her to the door, gave her a nice, firm hug. We kind of looked in each other's eyes, and then we gave each other a real soft, sweet little kiss. Oh. It was really sweet. It was really romantic.
Now, Brady, any problems with Norrin's kissing style?
Oh, it's like she doesn't know how to kiss. She gives me sweet little pecks. I like a long, luscious tongue in my kisses.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise anybody.
But he's like slobbery and gross, He like slobbers all over my face. He's a gross kisser.
Norrin
You're
definitely
the
knows
gross
how to
kisser.
kiss.
Now, wait a minute. Now, because David, tell me if this is true. Because I
Yes.
understand that things didn't end exactly the way you wanted them to. Why is that?
Well, not exactly. I had a long trip ahead of me back home, and it was getting pretty late.
Oh.
We spent most of the night together. It was
Did you find any rocks?
It's okay. It was about 2 in the morning, and I was kind of hoping she would invite me in to stay over for the night, but she didn't quite pick up on my hint, and I ended up sleeping in my car that night.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Yeah, but that's okay.
All right, well, that's how things ended for them. Up next, we're going to find out about what Brady did. In fact, he took his date on a ride through the tunnel of love. We're going to hear about that next, so stay tuned. Heard what happened on Norrin's date. Now it's Brady's turn. Brady says Norrin's as spoiled as Marsha Brady, has more personalities than Sybil, and is as asexual as Michael Jackson. So we set him up with a hospitable hottie with only one personality and more sexuality than Madonna. Let's hand out some loving for Ann Michelle Seiler. Hi, Ann Michelle. Nice to see you. You know Brady. Now, Brady, I see you gave her a little gift there. What's that all about?
Oh, that's a lei. I purchased 2 of them before I picked her up from this guy for 45 cents.
Oh, good deal.
I didn't have a chance to give it to her, so I figured I'd give it to her now.
Now, wait a second now, because you were busted on this guy for painting a rock. How's that less cheesy?
It's just a cute little gesture, Mm-hmm.
And Norrin, what about your experience? You get expensive presents like this from Brady?
I didn't even get any presents, not even cheap ones. He doesn't give me anything.
I give you things.
All right, so Ann Michelle, you just got laid, but let's go back to square one and start with the phone call that you had with Brady, that first one.
It was a little unexpected. It was a little different. He kind of asked me a lot of questions. It was more like a job interview than a get-to-know-you conversation.
I wanted to get a feel for
him. But he was really nice, and I was a little scared, but...
Well, that's good, but Brady, I understand you actually found out...
I'm always scared, honey. He's scary.
Wait, I understand, Brady, you found out something that made you pretty happy?
Oh, she's just like me. She's cheap. She shops at Goodwill and the 99-cent store, and when I heard that, I was like shaking. I was like, yeah. I was so happy.
And Michelle, what about when Brady showed up at the door? What'd you think then?
Oh, he looked really nice. He had on a black shirt and some khakis, and he has a real cute smile. He's a cutie.
That was good. And Brady, what about you? Were you digging what you saw?
Oh, totally. She had on this cute little top, cute face, blonde hair. I was loving it.
So we had a good start there.
You know anything about cute tops.
Norrin, what does he think about your sense of style?
Oh, he calls my clothes ugly, but I know more about fashion than he does. He shops at Goodwill and Pick and Save for clothes. Get out of here. He buys stuff out of t-shirt bins and stuff.
So Brady, what about the date? Where did you head first? Somewhere romantic or?
Yeah, actually, I took her to someplace I thought I wanted to show her the romantic side of me. So I took her to the car wash.
The car wash.
Oh my God.
Yeah, explain the romanticness of that.
It was a drive-through car wash, and I envisioned it as the tunnel of love.
Now, Brady, you complain that Norrin won't compromise with you. What about Ann Michelle? Was she a little different that way?
She was just the opposite. Ann Michelle said that she didn't really dig sushi, but I already had plans for us, but she was willing to give it another try. Where Norrin, on the other hand, is just like, whatever.
No, that is not what I'm like.
So, Anne Michelle, did he talk to you about Norrin when you guys were having some raw fish?
Well, not directly. We did both talk about relationships a little bit and that we kind of usually get bored easily, things like that. And I just kind of assumed he was probably talking about her.
I
No, I'm not boring. Sorry.
She was anything but boring on our date.
see. Now, Brady, as you got to know Anne Michelle a little bit, did she remind you of anybody in particular?
Well, she reminded me of my grandmother, but like that is like the biggest
that's a compliment.
no, that is the biggest
Your
compliment
grandmother.
I could ever give anyone. Just like really sweet, sincere, good looking. She was like an angel.
Now, Brady, anything about the sushi dinner that actually turned your stomach?
Yeah, the bill. It was like
How much?
$69.
Wow, for you, that's way over the top.
I'm surprised you spent that much.
Anne Michelle, I understand you guys went dancing afterwards. What was the crowd like?
It was a basic LA scene. There was a lot of fake boobs, kind of plastic people. Then he mentioned that he didn't like that kind of thing.
Oh, yeah, right. He loves fake boobs. He'll be like, he stares at him. Yes.
Anne Michelle, I understand you actually introduced Brady to a lot of your friends. How'd they react?
Oh, they loved him. They hit it off immediately, and they even mentioned to me that later they'd like to hang out with him again. So it was fun.
So they had a lot of fun with him. Yeah. And Norrin, what about Brady? Does he like your friends?
No, he hates my friends.
Oh my God, I don't hate your
Yeah, he
friends.
totally competes with attention for my friends.
You
Yeah.
act different. It's a personality
No,
change.
because they all hate him because he's so mean to them. No.
She changes. No.
Now, Brady, what about when you took Anne Michelle home? Did you notice that she had better housekeeping habits than Norrin or not?
Well, she flushes the toilet.
I flush the toilet? Why are you saying that? I live with a bunch of people. It's like, why are you always blaming it on me? It's not my fault.
Sometimes there's things floating around there. I don't want to get.
Hey, all right.
No, that's not true.
Anne Michelle, what about at the end of the night? What kind of vibe were you getting from this guy?
Well, we had a really fun time. We hit it off. It was a very comfortable evening, but it was more of a buddy-buddy type relationship than anything else. But we had a great time.
So, Brady, am I missing it, or was there no touchy-feely stuff going on at all?
No, I mean, I would have liked there to be, but like I didn't want to ruin it. It was going the date was going so well, you know. It was just, I didn't want to ruin it with anything else.
So, what made it so perfect?
Well, what made it so
both
perfect was
cheap?
she was a lot like Norrin. She was fun, easygoing, easy to hang out with, without Norrin's attitude.
Oh, I don't have an attitude.
So.
I do not have
On
an
our
attitude.
date, there was no attitude there.
There's no attitude.
All right, well, they both had
had a
good
good
dates.
time.
Now, hang on, because in a moment, we're going to find out if David gets another shot at spending the night, because he didn't the first time. Norrin and Brady's final decisions are next. Stay tuned. Now, they've been dating for 7 months now, and they've got that 7-month itch. They came here today to see if there was anyone else who could actually scratch that itch for them. So, Norrin, we're going to start with you. You guys have been in a relationship for a while now. You said there's too much fighting going on, though. We sent you out with David. You said he was a total gentleman. He opened your eyes to a whole new way things could be. What's your decision?
Well, Brady and I are kind of on different levels. And David really made me feel special when we went out. But it's hard to find someone you really connect with, so I'm gonna stay together.
Stay together. Okay, David, sorry things didn't work out for you.
It's okay.
Brady, let's get your decision. Norrin wants to stay together, but we sent you out with Anne Michelle. You said she was great. She was cheap just like you. You liked that about her. You said she was the perfect date. What do you say?
Well, Anne Michelle, you were awesome. We had such a great time together. We'll totally hang out again. But I think Norrin and I have a future together, so Daddy's coming home!
Stay together! All right, Anne Michelle, sorry things didn't work out for you. So hopefully you guys can get over some of the fighting now. You understand each other a little better. And David, maybe you should ask out Anne Michelle.
Well, actually, in the green room backstage, Anne Michelle and I hit it off pretty well, and we actually shared a turkey sandwich, and I would love to.
All right, well, we'll see you guys 6 months on Change of Heart. That's our show for today. Thanks to Anne Michelle and David. Good luck to David and Brady. We'll see you next time on Change of Heart.